So it is week 3. It's near the end, actually at the end of week 3. The reason being is that Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, we didn't really do too much. But we do have a bit of a development with the yard. So, as you've probably seen in like TikToks and my YouTube videos, we have a gate onto the road just as a bit of an extra bit of security in which you can get cars through. Well, we got Ollie's car in, banging. It did scrape and it wasn't the best. Now this time I wouldn't be able to do it because this time would scrape even more. BMW got in, sweet as a nut. But now, just had a bit of a trip to B&Q, got to make another one. But basically, that is to build ramps down. So, lower cars like mine and Ollie's can both get in and out seamlessly. So it means I can bring this end down here and then start working on it. Now, I've started working on it a bit too late, I think, because show season's round the corner. I've proven it a bit too late to do it, and as you've probably seen in the bit of a montage, in the back of the BM at the moment is all of Nissan's parts we sprayed. So basically what we've done is we have actually installed a clothesline. We can pull across, we've got hooks that side and even that side, so if you want to double, make 2 lines, we can. And then we've got hooks on there, so any sort of interior bits need spraying, then we can spray them, hang them, spray. I'm not going to use it as much, but it's quite useful if we are doing like an interior of a car. So basically, tomorrow we're going to try and get, I think, these desks. Now, these are just office desks in which we are then going to try and use as like benches around here. Now, the reason we're using these is because these were free. These are free. We had these at home because of an old business, but basically we're going to try and manufacture these legs. We're only going to use 2 of them because there's only sort of 2 sets of legs. And then we're basically going to try and put them in this corner here as a workbench. We're going to move all of that. My dad wants all that for home. So yeah, these doors are going to be moved. That door's going to be moved. That's going to be scrapped. All this is going to be moved. And the BMW is basically going to go sort of like there, in which then I'll have room to work around it. And this Nissan then is going to go there, and then I can work around that. And obviously Ollie is having his little bit. He actually installed a monitor, which is pretty cool. I managed to find some washers to actually stick it on. So if he wants to watch something, we are gonna put him a shelf here and actually give him I think we're gonna give him a couple of these as well if he wants them. But basically this area is for him to customize however he wants. So he's put a monitor in so he can watch stuff, even though there's nowhere to really watch stuff. Yeah, and pretty much it. We, in the office area, which I know I wasn't really going to show you too much of it, but may as well. It's just a bit dirty at the moment. We have a whole week where I'm free from work, so I basically can start customizing this thing. We've got to go and have a look at some carpet tiles, because through that there, the other small room, that's all going to be carpet tiled. And I think I'm going to lino or vinyl in the bathroom, kitchen area as well. But it's all coming together. It's all coming together lovely. It's just taken a lot of time, a lot of effort, a lot of motivation's been lost by me. Basically, I just have days where I just basically sit doing nothing and contemplate everything. But once this is all done, this is going to be my own sort of personal space, and I've already sort of bagged my own sort of little spot where I'm going to be, and making videos is going to be a lot more easier. So basically I'm going in that corner. My little desk is going to be there. It's just going to make things a lot easier for me, especially making videos. I've got to get some new computer hardware. I need to probably go and get a laptop at some point. But yeah, it's coming on lovely. It's going to take a long time. But yeah, so join me tomorrow. If not, Saturday. Saturday's the one we're actually going to start the ramps on Saturday. So yeah, join me tomorrow or Saturday. I'll tell you which one it is. But yeah, see you tomorrow or whatever. This one has been filled up. We're actually going to try and get in the unit now. We've just built the ramp up a little bit to try and level it out. But yeah, let's get the Nissan in. Boom, it is in here along with the BMW. That was the sketchiest thing I've done in my entire life. I've shut the shutter now, but basically when we was coming down the ramp, because the ramp is so steep and there's not actually a ramp there, it's just a bit of a drop. we put some wood down and everything to make it like nice and neat. Problem is that this was catching on that and ripped it to shreds to the point where I thought I broke something underneath. But we have a bit of a bigger issue. Misfire. It's misfiring and we don't know why, but I think it's because it has just been set. I haven't actually been driving this thing. So what I'm going to do is, while we're doing all the body work, obviously you can see a lot of it's actually inside there. When we're doing the body work, I'm also going to do a full service, new oil filter, new plugs. I'm not going to bother about the air filter because it's just a current air filter, so I will replace that at some point. Definitely needs a wash. Interior wise, all I've got to do is I've missed out a few, pardon me, handles in the actual spray painting, and then I've just got to redo the headliner. Now, I did mention, like, there's a whole something that I was going to do in this thing, and I decided not to do it because, one, it costs a bit of money, two, if I don't do it right, it's just going to ruin it, and three, I just really want it back in. So I will reveal that what we were going to do is we was going to put starlights in the roof liner. But now I've decided, nah, can't be bothered. And the reason being is because it wouldn't look right. It wouldn't look right being an older car, plus, again, if you do it wrong, it don't turn out right. So, we're going to do this, and then, yeah, tomorrow, cementing, making ramps, so this thing actually going in now properly. While we're back outside, because my dad's just trying to sort out the water out front here. This is what I did to the wood, like, you can see, just both points there where it just went, like, we put all these bricks down to sort of raise it, because as you can probably see underneath there, the drop's like that, and it's horrendous. This is why all this is going to be concreted up to the top of this level, and then we're also going to do that part as well. But this is what it did, and honestly, it felt like my car was just being ripped to shreds. But yeah, I mean, we've still got loads to do out here as well. Oh, I almost put a stupid rock almost fell then. Veered from me life. But basically, tomorrow we are actually going to do the whole cementing here and possibly here. But one thing we're also going to do is clear that. Now that is where the previous tenant did a lot of burning of wood, and there's a lot of nails still. Like, there's that many nails where, like, we've gone through with that magnet and it just hasn't pulled up as many as we wanted to. So the plan is that while we're doing that and wait for it to settle, we'll start getting that stuff up so we can try and de-nail this entire yard. I mean, to be honest, this entire yard, it just needs a good clear, like all these bricks. I mean, this building's been here since like 1910. This used to make like bombs and things in here. As you can see, like a lot of where the wall used to be. So they put all the bricks sort of like there. So all those have got to be moved, but we also may use them to put some more security around here. Just so it just nice and securely hides it a little bit. We've got all that to clear as well, possibly the weekend or tomorrow, because tomorrow's Saturday. That there is a workbench. We're actually going to save that because it's actually a pretty good workbench. Like, it is genuinely a workbench. It's just got loads of, like, go over it. It's just got loads of like holes in. I mean, this is where I think the device was, but like you've got all these holes. So what we're going to do, we've got some worktops in there, which we'll plant one on top, nail it down. Yeah, it's all this rubbish, and then this yard will be looking good. It's my magic. We have a ramp. I didn't film any of it like stupidly, but basically it's hard work. We all just did it literally in barrel. Yeah, ramp partly done. It needs to come all the way down here. We're going to get a bag full and a cement mixer, and then we need to do this part as well. So next thing we're going to do, desk building. So basically in the corner, a bit of a corner desk. We're going to move all that stuff on the side there, get the BMW in there, and once bad boy whip has been cleaned, it's going to go back in here, sliding over this way, just so we can get it in and get it sat in. We also found a heater as well, so when we put more sort of desks along here, we've got somewhere to put something that needs to be heated, so which is even better. Basically, it's coming along lovely. We've got to do a lot more to the ramp, and we thought, so we're going to order that for next weekend, we think. We're also going to order and rent a cement mixer, because it's going to be so much easier. But yeah, once that desk is in, I can then start work on both the car, well, mainly Nissan first, then the BMW, because show season's around the corner. I'd rather get the Nissan done first, rather than the BMW, which I get. Nissan's deadline's May, BMW's deadline's December, so yeah. let's get to building desks and shifting cars. Boom, desks in, so we can actually work on things. So yeah, basically, both the cars are here. This unit can be used, but not just quite yet. So basically, although the unit can be used now, I'm still going to hold off working on these cars because I do want to finish off out the back where, you know, we're going to build the ramp. Once the ramp's in, we can get these cars in and out with our free will without having to like sort of, crush any more boards. But yeah, this unit is actually getting on and I really can't wait for it to be fully finished. Like, we've got the desks in over there now. As you can see in that corner, there's loads of junk on there at the moment because they've actually got a cupboard going on the end of there, which we can store like spray paints and things. But yeah, basically, both the cars are here and I can start work on them if I want to. We are going to hold off purely just, again, pure fact that we want to try and focus on getting this place done. Say though I have like, you know, a spare hour or so in the evening where I've finished work and I have nothing to do, I will just come down here and basically work on cars because I can. But in the daytime, we'll try and get this unit pristine. We've basically got another set of desks, a set of desk over there for Ollie, because basically this is already his little space. He'll be renting that part off of me. He'll put his little monitor in, which was, I don't know, but yeah, basically we're just going to put a little bit of a desk. That's what we're going to go to rubbish. Yeah, so basically just desk in the corner and he can have whatever he wants in the space. We actually did use it he's doing a bit of something with his car, so we actually use it anyway. But yeah, basically this is it. This is where my cars are going to be until, well, not until the inevitable, because this one, we're hoping to get this done by May. The deadline for this to be done is May time. Now, I have just ordered those bits, which is going to really help, but I still got to do a lot of painting, a lot of rust work. Like, I did want to try and get this done, but to be honest, I don't think we're going to have the time. Reason being is at end of April, I actually have a show to go to with this, and I need it done. So yeah, and then I've got a big show in May time in the Isle of Wight. I'm going to Isle of Wight takeover with a car group, and that's going to be amazing. We have another issue with this though. It's misfiring because it's been sat. I basically need to do a bit of a full service. So luckily payday is around the corner. New spark plugs, new set of oil filter. Shouldn't take too much at all to do, but we need to get it done so it actually runs and drives perfect, because I don't want to do a whole trip from Birmingham all the way down to Southport where then it's just going to break and then go all the way over Isle of Wight and then break again. Look like a breakdown service, but I don't want it happening because I want this thing to survive. And my luck with Stages hasn't been very well, so yeah, lost all its confidence, but there'll be another Stagea video hopefully coming soon, especially with now I can work on these cars, and even if I do want to, when I'm not obviously working on trying to get the unit done or doing work, so luckily I can actually work on it. I've actually got the interior still stripped out and I've got everything to re-put it back in. I just need the time to fit what I need to, which is a new set of headlines. So I don't know if I showed you on the last one, but basically the headliner of the Stagea is completely sagged to the point where like it's just, we might as well just replace it. So what I've done is I've actually bought enough, hopefully, fingers crossed, enough fabric to re-trim it a little bit, well, mostly all of it, I'd hope. And then we can get that all back in. I've got one extra side skirt to finish painting. Well, I'm going to paint it, and then the outside should look all right. And I've also just got this bottom bumper bit down here to sort out. All that needs filling in, and then just needs all filling around here and then painted. And then apart from that, in the evenings times, I've got all the filler, I've got everything I need to, sandpaper. I can sort of start tackling the bits like this stuff here. Like, it's just scratched and horrible. I've got another bit the other side, and the door handle, that's completely, well, not completely, but it's just the general bits. I've also got to take off the spoiler because all that round there. But again, that's just a day's work. And yeah, just general bits of scratches like this, that one there. I think there's even another one around here, yeah, just on that corner. I don't know what the previous owner was doing, but honestly, that scratch is unreal. But then what we can do is get it polished. It should look gleaming. So yeah, join me next week. I don't know how much we're going to be doing, because technically I am actually filming this on week 4. I'm really bad at filming stuff, so we don't know what I've got going on in week 4. We're hoping to finish the ramp, because in this sort of series I'm only be posting stuff where we're literally working on the unit or / office rather than just working on cars. The working on cars is going to be a separate thing. Like we've got a Stagea series going on, and we've got the race series of that thing. So yeah, I think I've thrown my eggs into too many baskets at the moment, but luckily I can handle it because I don't really post much anyway. Obviously these all come in once a week. So yeah, join me next time where I'll update you what we're doing. If there's not too much, I may do a week 4, week 5, but I'll should do as much as I can. So see you next time.